Every few years or so, movie studios come up with this new idea, or say, a gimmick, that they try and sell to the general public. The last thing that they did was try and sell 3D to everybody, and I'm still not sold on it. I don't think most of you are sold on it, but we're stuck with it, so that's what we've got to deal with, unfortunately. The next new big gimmick that Hollywood has come up with is high frame rate. Essentially what high frame rate is current movies are made in 24 frames per second, and now with the upcoming release of The Hobbit, all of the Hobbit movies were made at 48 frames per second. I was able to watch a test preview of what high frame rate is going to be like, and let me tell you, it is gonna be weird. And I don't mean a bad weird, I mean a weird in that it's gonna take a while to get used to, and you'll probably get used to it and adapt to it as you're watching The Hobbit in a few weeks. I got to watch the Hobbit trailer looped 4 times over in high frame rate, along with nice scenic shots of New Zealand. At first, and it's gonna take a long time to get used to it, but it's gonna seem like everything is in fast forward, and I mean that in every sense of the word. It looks like you've just hit the fast forward button, but you're watching it at a current speed, but in reality it actually is in fast forward because it's double the amount of frames that you're used to seeing per second while you're watching a movie. All the scenic shots were really beautiful, and as I watched the Hobbit trailer for the 4th time as it looped through, I kinda got used to the idea of high frame rate, but it was still really weird, and it'll take a long time to get used to. That might be a good thing though, because The Hobbit is 3 hours long, so we'll have 3 hours to get used to the idea of everyone moving at twice the speed that we're normally used to watching people move at. I will definitely be seeing The Hobbit in high frame rate 3D, so this is not the kind of weird where I would apprehensively suggest something to anybody. I'm definitely using weird a lot here because weird is a good way to describe things that are new and different to you. New and different in a way that you're still cautiously optimistic that it might end up working out, and I think it will work out. It's just gonna take a long time to get used to. I think this is gonna end up working out because with a big release like The Hobbit, people are going to go and see this in high frame rate, as opposed to a lesser known movie being released in high frame rate, and not too many people would go see that lesser known movie versus a movie like The Hobbit. I would really like to see more movies use high frame rate because I can see myself being not opposed to the idea of high frame rate as I am opposed to the usage of 3D. In any normal circumstance I would not be watching The Hobbit in 3D, but because they're coupling high frame rate with 3D, I have to watch in 3D and blah blah blah. I hate 3D so much. I just wish the 3D fad would be over already and just move along with our lives and not watch everything in 3D anymore and just do everything with high frame rate and no more 3D. Please! If I could come up with a better way to describe it than weird, I definitely would. But that's all that I've been able to think about all day is just how weird it is. But definitely not the bad weird, as I've said throughout this video.